Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 3rd. So today's video is going to be called Two Truths and a Lie. And there's a lot of those lies going around and some truth. And at this point in time, none of us really know what is true and what is false. What I will say is I feel like we are all looking at a chalkboard that has had so much writing on it that absolutely nothing makes sense anymore. What we're seeing does not make sense anymore. So we are going to have to use our feelings to understand what is going on, because what we're seeing no longer makes any sense. So I want to play a little game this morning, and I'm going to post a particular video up that I watched yesterday. I'm not going to give you what my reaction was, but there are two things in your body that you could feel. And you should feel one of them very strongly and over one over the other, I guess is the best way. You only have to watch like a minute or two of it. And I would be interested to know what people feel. I'm not wanting you to look at it and decide what you are seeing from it. I want you to feel within your body, within your soul, how you think that is really going on. That's the point of this, is because again, we are all at that point where we don't know what to believe, because what we're seeing is completely different, but we're feeling certain things and trying to figure out things from that. So if you are in touch with your intuitive feeling body, this should come fairly easy to you. And if you don't want to play along, that's fine. I don't care. This is just something, it's an experiment. Let's just call it that. It's an experiment. The other thing that I want to talk real quick about was I didn't talk a lot about the tarot readings that I did on Saturday night, but I wanted to talk about one specifically that came up, and it was about a lady. I did the reading, and she had mentioned, some stress came out or something in the cards, and she had mentioned that she had gotten some not so great health news. And I had a couple of decks. I took like 20, 25 decks of cards, because I wanted to have different decks for different questions. And I had a couple of decks that I could use for health related issues. And so I pulled out these particular, I think it was the healing code. And I don't know if I pulled them out or flipped them out or however I did it, but two cards specifically came out. And one was the skin enhancer, and I think the other one was the adrenal enhancer. And I asked her, I was kind of like, do you have skin cancer? And she goes, well, she had just found out that she had something in her stomach, and that they were calling it a form of melanoma. Well, skin cancer is melanoma. So I guess that was the perfect card that came out. And then what I said, because I have learned that emotions get stuck in the body. So the point of this is to help you figure out how you can diagnose. No, that's the wrong word. I don't want to use the word diagnose. How you can help people with issues when you can figure this part out. So I said to her, so you had some trauma at some point in your life. And as people have like headaches when they're stressed, or they get shoulder aches and it's like in their back when they're stressed, somewhere along the line in your life, you got some sort of a trauma or stress, and you were holding it in your stomach. And that's when the cells go rogue. The energy was off in your stomach area, and eventually it ended up causing cancer. And she said when she was younger, she had a sister that was killed in a car accident, and she ended up getting bleeding ulcers from the stress of that. How did I know all of that? Because I have figured out how trauma sticks in the body and causes physical illness. you can learn that from like the Healing Code. Brad, I can't even think what his name is. There's a book out there called The Healing Code. That was also Bach flower remedies talk a lot about emotions and how they get trapped in the body. So that is something of interest that some of you might look into, is helping other people heal what they have by learning what kind of trauma they had and where they held it at and how to release that trauma. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because I never really talked about the stuff that came up at the Halloween party the other night. But again, I'm going to post the video that I'm talking about that I would like for some of you to just take a glance at. Tell me what you physically feel in your body. What emotion do you get from that video, and where does it hit you in your body? And I think that's it. Again, this is just a little test. Play along if you want. Don't play along. I don't care. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to figure something out myself, and I trust you guys because you know what you're talking about. So, we can help people this way. Anyway, that's it. I'll quit rambling. Talk to you later. Bye.